Hi everybody. How are you doing? Just get my breath back. I wonder if when you started watching this bit of video that you thought, somebody sent out the wrong video. What's going on? And then maybe when you saw a figure walking towards you, you were trying to figure out who it was, and the helmet that I was wearing stopped you from being able to see that it was me. I did that because I've been thinking a lot about that passage in Luke 24 after Jesus has been crucified, and the disciples have had everything that was familiar to them pulled from under them, and they're just in this process of trying to figure out and make sense of everything that's going on, and there's two disciples walking on the road to Emmaus, and they're talking about all the stuff that's going on and the effect that it's having on them. They're right in the thick of trying to figure it out, and Jesus comes alongside them and says, "Hey, what are you talking about?" And they don't recognize him at all. And so Jesus walks with them, as you know from the story. He walks with them and he explains everything that's happened and why it was supposed to happen. And then later on in the evening, when he's invited to eat with them, it's when he does something that's familiar, something that was very poignant at that moment, that they recognise him. And then he goes. And I wonder at this time if there's a similar issue for us. Lots has changed. We're all having to adapt and change to what's going on. But actually, God's walking with us in it. And the danger is, I guess, that if we get wrapped up in trying to figure out what's going on, or just talk about what's going on all the time, then we could even miss the fact that Jesus is walking right next to us in it. So I really want to encourage you in these coming times is to make sure that we listen to what the Holy Spirit is saying. He's there with us, walking with us through this. And I don't know, everybody's situation is different, so I know that for some of you, you're actually even more busy now than you were before the coronavirus hit. But for some of you, you're less busy. But there's still the same risk there, isn't there, that change in our circumstances can sometimes often close our vision and what we're seeing or what we're able to see. So I want to encourage us all that whilst your routine may have changed, your circumstances may have changed, God hasn't changed. He's still with us and wants to talk to us. So I want to encourage you at this time to really seek him, to find moments in your day to sit with him and talk with him and listen. If you're unfamiliar with this sort of thing, then phone somebody that you know, who you think will be able to help you. That will give you some pointers about how to listen to Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Maybe it's something that you've done in the past, but it's just been squeezed out and you need to return to that. Maybe you've got a book on your shelf that just needs dusting off and reading, because it's all about how to hear from God. But I would encourage us all to do that, to take some time to really listen to him. I just want to pray for us all. Jesus, I want to thank you that when you left earth, you said, I'll be with you always. And that's such an amazing truth for us, Lord. Lord, I want to ask that in this time we would not get so distracted or bogged down by all the change and by the fact that we've been forced to change our routines, our lifestyles, our practices. Lord, I ask that we would find new rhythms. We would seek you for creative ways to hear from you in this time. Because I know, Lord, that it's your heart's desire to speak to us all. So Father, I just want to thank you that you're constantly speaking. Help us as your people to tune in to you. Bless you guys. This is the second message that we've sent out. Pete's planning on sending out a slightly longer message next week for Easter, and keep reading the stuff that we send out that's letting you know about the stuff that we're doing corporately. Obviously there's loads going on. You're probably being bombarded this way and that in your inbox and on your phones, but seek out the Antioch stuff to find out what we're doing collectively. And I won't see you again soon, but you'll hear from me and Pete as well next week. So bless you, and I'd love to say see you soon, but it's not like that, is it? But yeah, goodbye for now.